So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. Exclusively designed by Nixie Nax Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eye's Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eyes Dragoon playmat.
What's up YouTube, this is Joe from YUGIOH Games, and it finally arrived. Yes, as you saw on the channel and everywhere else on YouTube, yes, we finally got the ban list for the upcoming months until December. No sooner than December 15th is the next one. So from now, well, from yesterday of recording this video until then, we have the new ban list, new format. Hopefully, fingers crossed. A lot of decks have been put on check, a lot of combos have been put on check, and a lot of playstyles have been put on check. There's some new cards coming in, new decks coming into the format. And as you can see, the deck that I always play for practically nearly every format, I think besides Goki and I try to play Rocket for a format, for a couple of formats, DDD. Lots of changes have been made to DDD. I'm no longer playing the Omni Negate combo because, as far as I know, not so much Jet Synchron, obviously for this deck, but for the fact that O-Lion got hit, that pretty much that standard combo just got killed. I'm pretty sure some people will innovate the combo, find new ways, but what I liked about that is all gone. It's all gone. That nice simple importation is all gone. I've now got this brand new variant, which you saw on the channel for a while ago. I've implemented a new spicy tech into the deck, and obviously the ban list added some extra cards to this deck as well. But I will be looking into and working on another way to play the deck, which I'll explain at the end, or I'll mention at the end. But for now, this is what I'm playing for DDD. So before I get into this, if you enjoy this, give us a like and that subscribe down below, and ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a YouTuber's channel and content, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of it is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this DDD profile. I'm going to speed through quite a few of the standards. So we got obviously the 3 Kepler, 3 Copernicus, and this is pretty soon, but this is the first change I've made to the deck. I'm only playing 2 Ragnarok. The reason I'm playing 2 Ragnarok is because you just don't need him anymore. You obviously don't. He is no doubt, not gonna argue, one of the best extenders in the deck. He's one of the best extenders because you can put him in scale. No matter where he is, scale or summon as a monster, he's going to get you a free monster to the field. So you obviously have to play him, but I feel 3 is unnecessary. I'm not even playing Gilgamesh. If you're playing Gilgamesh, it even further warrants it a drop down to 2, or the option for a drop down to 2, because you just don't need him for the combos anymore. We're not in the old MR4 format or MR3 format where you're doing 4 card combos for triple negate that revolved Ragnarok. We're not needing that anymore. None of the combos will need Ragnarok anymore. He's literally there as an extender, and hopefully to try and fix the combo if it does get interrupted. So that's the reason I cut him down to 2. I just found out in testing and everything, I was just not needing him. I just wasn't summoning him. I didn't have that mentality or the need in my brain to go, I need to get to Ragnarok. If I had Ragnarok right now, I could play. I never had that issue. And I feel like I won't need that issue at the moment, and even going into the future, especially when we're getting the next couple of cards. So we've got the manga promos to be legalized for here in the European countries, and we've also got the upcoming level 9, the upcoming pendulum, which pretty much replaces a slot for Ragnarok. But I got one tech that I replaced the Ragnarok with, and I'll explain to you when I get to it. First, before I get to that, got DD Dog. I'm really liking DD Dog at the moment. I think he's a really good tech for the deck. He's a really good option for further negation for your turn. That obviously, and that option as a level 6 target to go into your Wave King Caesar before you start doing all your combos, so you're Nibiru proofed and hand trap proofed for the rest of your combo. But the tech that I swapped Ragnarok for is Newton. And the reason I swapped Newton is because technically and really you'd want all your combos utilize contract, the Digate. Like, if they don't need to use contract with the gate, you can use contract in the gate in all of your combos to replace one of the combo pieces, because it gets you to that combo piece. From there, the contract is going to be sitting in your graveyard doing nothing. If you draw into a Newton, you're technically drawn into a Ragnarok, because you draw your Newton, you ditch your Newton, get your contract back to your hand, you play your contract, you get your Ragnarok. Whereas if you just draw your Ragnarok, you go off. But Newton gives more options for your entire gameplay strategy, your entire all of your duels, because he can always either be a DD in name for your fusion target. He can be level 7 to help you go into a synchro if you need to. As I said before, he gets you any contract or DD back from your graveyard. So if you needed that Kepler, you needed that Spell Sign, you need that Lamia, literally anything. Heck, if you got that Ragnarok in graveyard, you need it back to your hand, Newton can provide that for you. He is a high scale, worst comes to worst, if you need it, that won't alternate his scale, so it's not gonna, you don't have to fear nuking it your board, as opposed to putting a Kepler in your scale. The Newton provides a lot of options for you, just as a nice one-off, instead of playing triple Ragnarok. Give it a go. The mentality is there, the theory is there, everything checks out for that. Give it a go. I'm giving it a go. I'm really liking it at the moment. I really like having that option that if I do draw the Newton past turn 1, everything like that, I've essentially drawn into another contract, a 4th contract in theory, while you're playing the game. Obviously, in the forms of a deck list, he's not a 4th contract. He doesn't search the contract like a Kepler. He's not like that 7th contract in the deck, if you like. You've got 3 Keplers and your 3 contracts. But in the duel, he then becomes a contract, because you're bound to have a contract early in the game. Past turn 1, you're bound to have that contract in the graveyard. Heck, even normal summoning a Copernicus can then send you that contract. Copernicus and Newton technically sends you any contract in your deck. So give it a go, try it out. I'm really liking it. Don't just like toss it away. So he's a really good tech. I'm really liking him at the moment. Give it a go. So that's all I had to say for it. But I wanted to explain why I've replaced the Ragnarok with the Newton. Not just to try it out and be that different man. I put it in there for a reason. There's mentality for it. There's reasonings behind it. There's a strategy behind it. So triple Swell Slime, triple Necro Slime, triple Lamia, double Ghost. That's it for your DDs. The engine now I've replaced with the double Omni engine. So bear in mind, I took out 2 O-lines and 1 jet. You've seen this before, you've seen this other people playing it. It's nothing new, it's nothing like, oh my god, you're so original. It is the Dragoon package for now. So the reason I've gone for the Dragoon package for now is it's strong. It provides you still with a 1-card combo. Worst comes to worst, 2 1-card combos in your deck can now end on at least a Dragoon. So it's still a near unkillable monster that gives you a negate. So it still provides that that purpose and that reasoning. But it hasn't changed your main strategy. If anything, your main strategy for this build in particular now gives you 2 pathways that you can go down. You can either go down a King Calamity on your opponent's turn, or you can go down a triple negate in the forms of a Titanic, Dragoon, and a Crystal Ring. If you don't know what I'm on about, tons of the comes and you want to know, check the channel. I've already done those combos for you guys, so you can enjoy those. So that's why I've gone down this. It's something that I've already played with. It's something I already know that works. It's something that fits nicely in the deck and literally was a card for card replacement for what I was already playing. Further down the line, though, you may see on the channel as I find it, learn it, or even make it myself. Hopefully I can just make it myself, prove myself, but I will look into the Fountain Night package. So the Fountain Night package has just practically been unlocked in the forms of Rusty Bardiche being into the game. Literally, if you can make a Rusty, you get 2 monster negates in the forms of 2 Fog Blades. Not only that, but you can also get instead of King Calamity on your opponent's turn, you can unlock True King of all Calamities as well. So I'm going to be looking into that. You will hopefully see that on the channel at some time down in the future. It's something that is interesting. I really like it, and I like the theory behind it. But for now, if you've already got the DD decks, if you're already playing this, if you've already got these cards and you're thinking, oh, what do I do now? Just literally card for card, swap out your Dragoon your Omni package for the Dragoon package. It works, it's powerful, it's effective, it can literally win games on its own. Still got 2 1-card combos in the deck, and if you terms of you bricked in the forms of not getting your triple card combos, if you open up with at least a Gate or a Kepler, you can perform a Dragoon. So I know it's boring to some people. I will see some comments saying like, oh, Dragoon, thumbs down, but I'm sorry guys, Dragoon is powerful, Dragoon is good, Dragoon works. Going on to spells now, we have triple gate and 1 contract for your contracts. For consistency now, we have 2 Allure of Darkness and 2 Wear Off Thou. So the Wear Off Thou literally replaced the Call by the Graves in the deck. Call by the Grave got limited, I had to figure out something to do. I've put Wear Off Thou because it adds more consistency in the forms of so I've basically replaced my opponent, if I go Kepler, my opponent ashes me. So now going Call by the Grave to negate the ash, I go, okay, cool, Wear Off Thou, search the Necro Slime, search the Lamia. This is literally, it technically does what Call by the Grave was going to do in a different way, in a different path. If you don't want to play Wear Off Thou, you can play Pot of Desires. I'm personally not playing Pot of Desires. I don't like to banish my cards at the moment. On all my combo pieces. Or, if you don't want to play that, something that I was looking into is Ceravus. Now, Ceravus doesn't negate everything that Call by the Grave negates. It literally just negates Imperm. Why is that good? Imperm is literally the most played hand trap in the game. You're always going to see Imperm in terms of tournament play. You're not always going to see Ash Blossom, Joyous Springs. You're not always going to see Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit and things like that. So the things that Call by the Grave was going to hit are about 50-50 chances you're going to see. That's being generous. There's probably like 80%. But I'm just going to go 50-50 chance you're going to see those ones that Call by the Grave can hit. You're always going to see at least 90 to 100% an infinite permanence, which the Ceravus can hit. So there's something that you can play on. So for these 2 slots, for the Call by the Graves, 2 slots, you can either play what I'm playing Wear Off Thou, Pot of Desires, Ceravus, or anything else that you choose to play. So I've now got, for the spells, there's a lot of theory in this deck, there's a lot of unexplaining in this deck, just because it may not seem like it's changed a lot, but it's changed a lot in terms of now what text we can play, what options we can play to take out the cards. If the ban list literally just hit the Omni Negate combo and nothing else, I'm like, okay, cool, this deck would be nice and quick. Cool, Omni Negate combo out, Dragoon package in, and down the line, maybe in the future, Phantom Knight engine. But because we got Call by the Grave hits and some other things off the ban list, the deck's a bit longer. So we've got 1 for your 1-ofs, 1 for 1, 1 Upstart Goblin, making it 41 card deck. 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Coolberry Grave, because yes, even at 1, it's still good and you should still play it. It's just that sacky one-off tech that can hit a hand trap. And now, finally off the list, Harpy's Feather Duster. This really helps this deck in terms of like, we are our combo deck. We hate back row. That's why we have Kali-Yuga. Literally, DD has Kali-Yuga doing the thing he likes to do because the deck hates back row. Now, we finally got Harpy's Feather Duster off the list to hit that back row for us, which is very nice. Everyone's going to play it, not just DDD. Everyone's going to be playing Harpy's Feather Duster, so expect it to be a staple like in the OCG. Is it an overpowered staple? I don't think so. I think it's a nice versatile staple, just like how Regeki was a nice versatile staple when it first came out. So it's literally the same, just for back row. And then to round up the main deck, 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, because it is the best hand trap in the game, and it doesn't brick really, because worst case scenario, it's just a trap that you can set. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. For fusions, we have double Baby Genghis, 1 High Genghis, and 1 Dragoon. Like, simple, standard. I say standard, this is not standard, but it's standard for this engine that I am playing. For synchros, we are still playing Formula Synchron because it didn't get hit. 1 Gust King Alexander, 1 Curse King Siegfried, 1 Crystal Ring Synchro Dragon, 1 Chaos Dragon, Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. I always get his name wording mixed up. And 1 True King of All Calamity. Why have I the True King of All Calamity? 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity. Why do I go with the King Calamity thing? Because it guarantees me a win over the Satellite Warrior package. That's why I'm personally playing. It's why I personally say it's the better variant, because it guarantees you a victory. The Satellite Warrior package is cool, it's fun, it is combo, it is very strong. It doesn't guarantee you that win. It gives you a high percentage for the win. It doesn't guarantee the win. This guarantees the win because you can end on the King Calamity, Crystal Wing, and your High Flame King Genghis. On the end of your opponent's turn, you're going to have that on board. That is already game. On top of that, on your next turn, you're going to get back your Chaos Ruler, and that just further facilitates your victory. That's why I play it. For XCs, we are now playing the Wave King Caesar and the Hope Harbin Dragon Titanic Galaxy. This can be any other rank 8 that you want. I've gone for Hope Harbinger because your 3-card Hot King Calamity combo can also be your 3-card Negate combo. And Titanic is one of those. If you don't want to play Titanic, this could be Kali-Yuga. This could be your Dingirsu. It could be any rank 8 that you want. I just gone with Hope Harbinger because then you have an Omni Negate in the forms of Dragoon, Spell Negate in the forms of Titanic, and a Monster Negate in the forms of Crystal Ring. So you literally got all your grounds covered. And for links, Cross Sheep, Crystron, and Verte Anaconda. Powerful will always be in the deck, will never get banned. I hardly can never see Cross Sheep getting banned. Crystron, while it's in the game, we're playing it. And Verte, while it's in the game, we are playing it. And Dragoon is strong. So that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. It is a long deck profile, nearly coming up to 18 minutes. But there's a lot of things I had to explain. There's a lot of reasonings behind some of the decks I'm playing, some of the card choices as well, and everything like that, and just literally how this deck was made. And I just hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, leave your comments and your likes down below. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe to the channel for more future Yu-Gi-Oh content. With the ban list out, we've got tons of stuff for you, if not already out. So, hope you all enjoyed it. So, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.
So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. Exclusively designed by Nixie Nax Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eye's Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eye's Dragoon playmat.